You are now tuned into WKNJ 90.3 FM, and this is the Garden State Hip Hop Hour, home of all the latest and hottest music coming straight out of Jersey. What up, everybody? We back. It's the Garden State Hip Hop Hour. We got special guest Kxng Prince in the building.
How you doing? How you doing? I'm here.
He brought everybody with him.
I brought the squad. You feel me?
He got producers. He got
my boy Dom 2 times. Say your name, brother.
Yeah,
you
Dom 2 times. Play my shit. Play it 2 times.
We next up. Don't curse, brother.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. We good. We got this little red button back here, and we good. Nah, you came super deep. I wasn't expecting this, but it's dope. I like this. Everyone just chilling, hanging out.
We vibing. That's what happens when Ghost Mob come in. You feel me? How does this?
Ghost Mob. That's what. That's just the name of just your whole group.
It's all right. So let me break it down for you. The name of my group is OGMC, which stands for Original Ghost Mob Creepers. Now, if you want a fun fact, when I say group, people be like, "Oh, you by yourself?" Well, when people listen to my music, everybody has a different opinion of what my music sound like, and they hear a song, they be like, "Yo, who else on the track?" It just be me. Like, I know how to make myself sound like different personalities, and I got like 4 different styles. So for each different style, I gave them a name. You got Kxng Prince. Then it's like when I'm doing my hardcore trap type beats, I call myself La Phantom. So it was King La Phantom. And then when I'm singing to the ladies, you feel me? Ran into the Julies. That's Levi. That's Levi Santana. And then you got, you feel me? Wavy as the ocean, you heard? So then I can't forget my producer and my engineer. His name Royce. And so all that together, that makes up a group, OGMC.
How you come up with all these names?
Listen, man, I've been. Nah, Levi Santana.
Levi.
Yeah. You feel me?
You be moving a mile a minute.
I'm very creative, man. I've been doing this since I was little.
I was gonna say, like, your music sounds very different. I know Jersey got like a ton of different sounds, but like yours is like very.
Yeah, shout out to Jersey.
The sci-fi drip, all that, like just that very like sciencey.
Oh,
like,
sci-fi drip, that ain't make believe, baby. This is real life,
like,
you feel me?
the whole album got like that very like that kind of like I don't know how to even.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It's like, all right, so boom. Let me give it the breakdown of the album. So the album is called Wonderwrld Adventures. I just dropped that March 27th. It's going crazy right now. It's actually my most streamed project that I've ever done so far. And the concept of the album was to give people an insight of what goes on in my brain. Like, real talk, we live in reality, but I really don't like more than half of the things that go on in this world. Like, it's so much crazy negativity, and I just don't like a lot of niggas, sorry. So I be in my own world, and like that word in my head is called Wonderwrld. So if you see me out in public, I'm usually dolo or mobbing if I'm not with the squad, and I just be in my own head. And in my head, when you listen to this album, it gives you all these crazy, trippy sounds. Cause I ain't gonna hold you, I be high. I be hot.
Nah, but it's like the whole package from the artwork to the beats to the way you know saying rapping. It's just a whole.
I'm trying to give you an experience. I feel like a lot of artists is just rapping on beats, and they not artists in my opinion. I always say all the time, it's a difference between being a hip hop artist and being a rapper. Anybody can spit lyrics, and that's cool. Like, there's some people. I know like, I don't condone myself a super lyricist. Like, it's people who are lyrically better than me, and I don't have no problem admitting that. But when it comes to this artistry stuff, I'm at the top. There ain't nobody touching me. And I say that. I stand on 10 toes when I say that. You could get anybody from any coast, East Coast, the South, West Coast. Their artistry is nothing like mine, because mine is only one Kxng Prince. There's a lot of kings, but there's only one Kxng Prince.
Yeah, I was going to say, how you got that?
X. The name?
Because you Kxng and Prince, it's almost like an oxymoron.
Yeah, I get that all the time. People like, that doesn't make any sense. It does make sense. So there's no cap. This is a real life. This is a real life situation. So my name wasn't always Kxng Prince. I had like 3 different names when I first.
That's like 7. We're up to 7 now because he had 3 before. Now we got 4 new ones.
Nah, real talk. When I first started rapping, like 2013, I was going by Neek Stacks. But Stacks was so common. Like, everybody was calling themselves Stacks. And one of my mans, he was like, "Yo, Stacks, that's mad. That's corny. Everybody calls themselves Stacks." And I was like, "Damn, you're right. I don't want to be just another one of." Yeah, I don't want to be typical. So I changed it. And one of my favorite people is Leonardo da Vinci, because he was so ahead of his time. Everybody thought he was crazy until they figured out his theories turned out to actually make a lot of sense, and people started using his theories to real life situations. So I changed my name to Donnie Da Vinci.
You're creative. I'll give you that.
So the Kxng Prince, I had a dream one night, and I was talking to Tupac, and I don't remember what the conversation was verbatim, but he was basically telling me like, yo, you the next, like you next up, and you gotta own that, and you gotta take responsibility. He ain't never tell me what the name was. I swear, I just woke up like 2 a.m. I said, I gotta change my name, and it just hit me, Kxng Prince. And I took the I out of King.
Yeah, you got the X in there.
The X. So the reason for the X is because when you look at a treasure map, X marks the spot. So I'm basically telling you I'm what everybody been missing.
That's official, actually.
And since the Kxng Prince doesn't make sense to a lot of people,
no, but the X
clarify that part. All right, so when a king dies, who's next in line to be king? A prince. So I'm basically telling you right now, I'm that guy, and my music is going to be so powerful and legendary that when I die, it's still gonna be on top. So
yo, he never told me that. That's funny.
Yo, that's official. I really like the part about the X with the treasure map.
Yeah,
like you really put like a lot of thought into it. It's not just like a name. Someone really start calling you.
I'm sorry, it's such a long explanation, but
nah, you good. People, we like that. We like that up here. Yeah, and you got like you said, that you're very artsy. Like I was talking before about the cover. Like I know you invested in your music because I know even that kind of artwork is not cheap. I tried to get some, but I was like, I'm not paying for that budget. Expensive. It was like $350 minimum, like the guy was trying to charge me. I'm like, and I looked at yours, way more detailed than what I was trying to get. I was like, okay.
And I'm not gonna hold you. It wasn't more than $350. It was like $350.
Oh yeah,
because he hand drew it. Like he
actually
drew that.
And you like the animal, you like the lion, right? The lion.
I basically just gave him the idea, and once I gave him the idea, he just drew it exactly what I told him I wanted, and I was like, wow, this is amazing.
So like, well, who's your inspiration for your music? Because you don't really sound like no one either.
I get a lot.
Like you don't sound like too much.
People tell me, everybody tells me something different. Some people say, "Oh, you sound like Fetty Wap." I heard you sound like Young Thug. You sound like Travis Scott. You sound like I heard everything.
Really?
Just the other day, somebody told me I sound like Kodak Black. I'm like,
really? Just gassing.
Oh, nah.
Right? Like, right?
They stressed it.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I understand how they can come up with something like that, but that's a stretch.
It's a
stretch, but I see where they got it from.
I think your combination of everything you're doing just sounds different. That's why I'm saying I'm not really putting your music with someone else's.
I don't trip off that. Like, when people tell me that I sound like somebody, like, at first, I ain't gonna lie, I used to get mad. Like, people used to tell me all the time I sounded like Future when I first started rapping. I hated that because at the time, I hated Future. I didn't start liking Future until he dropped Monster and everything else. I was like, oh my God, this nigga is back on his game. But before that, I hated. I didn't like Magic. I hated that song. I didn't like Future at all. So when people kept saying that, I made it my business to change up my flow. So people could never tell me I sound like him ever again. Or everybody kept saying it. It's a different now when everybody has their own opinion of different artists. So that lets me know that I have my own sound because everybody's interpretation is different. But when somebody keeps saying you sound like the same person, it's like, nah, you gotta change your flow up. And my inspiration, my music inspirations, I'm gonna just give you my top 5 favorite. I'm not saying these are the best in the world. I'm saying these are my Kxng Prince's personal favorite artists because they influence on me, help shape my artistry. So my top 5, no order, is Lil Wayne, greatest of all time. I will have a debate for an hour with anyone.
Or 4.
For me, I gotta go with Carter 3 because that was the album that made me rap. Like A Milli, that was the song. That was my first time writing the freestyle to a song, and everybody in school was like, "Yo, you gotta keep rapping." So ever since then, I never stopped. So Lil Wayne, Chief Keef is a huge inspiration to me. Young Thug, Max B, Free the Wave. He started all of this. If y'all don't know who Max B, I encourage y'all to look him up. Yeah. And Kanye West. Kanye, I see, boom. Lil Wayne.
Kanye's so different from everyone else.
I'm so glad you said that, and we're gonna get to that. Lil Wayne made me. Lil Wayne made me start rapping. Kanye West made me want to become an artist. And Young Thug, he gave me the confidence to want to be creative in my own way and not care what nobody thought of me. Like, I was never the type to care about people's opinions, but it was certain things I just wouldn't do because I'm like, I don't know how people will react. Nah, you tripping. I ain't say all that. But like certain things, like now I just don't care about nothing. Like people tell, you talking about the skirt? I haven't worn a skirt, but I be wearing some type of crazy garments. Just sometimes you'll see me in some you ain't never seen before, and people be like, "What are you wearing?" And like, I honest to God can could not care less about nobody's opinions. Cause like if I think something's fly, I'm gonna put it on. Cause you ain't gonna see nobody else in it. And as long as the girls like, I could care less what a nigga think. You feel me?
I guess at the end of the day, I don't care what
I put on a robe coat. It's a robe. I make it look like a jacket, and I had every shorty ask me where I cop it from. You feel me?
Y'all bringing him to the club in the robe?
Tell him I'm not lying. It's no joke.
To my house in it was all pink. It was like a
multicolored.
Yeah,
it was
pink,
like yellow, blue,
baby blue. Cause it's going crazy. I'm like,
I was outside looking like a Starburst packet.
That's the fit. I said,
that's the fit.
But you regular right now?
I left him alone.
You got the Timbs on. I mean, you got a little colors.
You feel me? It's just, feel me, typical Jersey nigga style. Feel me? Nothing major.
With the chains.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. These chains, man. These chains. I like them because they lion emblems and they represented me as like when I look at myself as a lion. You know the dreads. It's like,
the jeweler asked if you want a new chain, right?
Exactly. And when he asked me, I looked at the chain. I said, "Yo, I'm coming back for that chain because that's a real diamond chain. Like these ain't diamonds. I ain't going up being cat.
How they look
but the chain that I seen is like a real diamond chain. He want like 2 racks for it. I said, "Oh, I can start off with that. You feel me? I ain't got bread to be blowing 20 grand. You feel me? I dig it. That. I'm coming back for that one though."
And the neck tattoo that hurt.
Nah, everybody asked me that.
Right,
that was we just had a conversation about that.
Word.
That was my least painful tattoo.
For real?
Mine was the funny bone.
Yeah, my mom. The most painful tattoo was the left side of my hand, which is a rose. It got an eye in it. That when I first got my hand tatted, my hand was like the size of a baseball glove. It was so swollen. And then the other painful one was my most recent one. It's a 1995 on my stomach. That it was man. I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I cried. I did.
Nah, that's dope. You got any visuals come in? Like, what are you doing next with this? Absolutely. So the album drop. You're saying sci-fi's hitting. So what's
Sci-Fi Drip is yo. When I recorded Sci-Fi Drip, it was one of my personal favorite songs because like the way the beat was just, I just felt like I was in space. And like when I listen to my own music, I just feel like I'm the most waviest human being alive and can't nobody tell me different. So like when I was listening to it and I was like, Sci-Fi Drip, yeah, Sci-Fi Drip, hey. And then like the lyrics, I take so much pride in my music because I'm not the type of artist that rap about stuff that I haven't done. And all of my lyrics is like, it's really me to the T. So I really be feeling myself when I listen to my own music. And I didn't think it would be the song to catch on. Like, I thought it would be the song that me and Dom did called Stop That. Like, to me, that's like a radio club banger. I thought that was going to be the one.
It's fire.
It's fire. Don't get me wrong.
And I told him, like, when he did drop, the album, I listened to it. I was like, yo. Where does this come from? Because I hadn't heard it.
But it's never what you think it is, right? It's never like what we think is gonna hit or it's
that's
gonna work.
Usually how it happens with all artists. Like, it's never the song that you think is gonna pop off.
I'm like, nah, it's fine. He know I was posting on my story. I was going crazy.
He hit me up like 4 days in a row about that same thing.
I'm like, bro,
this song is fire.
This go. I said, I like this better than anything we did. And
I knew I took validation in that.
When
I like to hear music feedback from people that I don't know to let me know, like, all right, okay, he doesn't know me, so he wouldn't lie to me. Like, I know my friends wouldn't lie to me either, but it's like, when you got friends, sometimes they might not tell you. You got a built-in bias. Yeah,
but the man was on a song and is telling you, wait, this song is better than our song? Like, that's something different.
A lot of
we
people,
got a few records.
Yeah, we do.
I like the Sci-Fi Drip, like, better.
Yeah, a lot of people was hitting me up on Instagram and Twitter. And every time I would share my link with them or like, I try to build with people. I don't like just sending links. Like I try to have conversations and build the relationship first. So it's like if I earn support, I got your support forever. And then it's like people that was hitting me, they all kept saying the same thing. They was like, yo, this album fire, but that Sci-Fi Drip. They just kept saying Sci-Fi Drip. Like I haven't heard nobody else say another song that stuck out.
I like Moonwalkers.
Sci-Fi Drip. You like Moonwalkers. My personal
it's just
favorite,
like very like I don't know.
My personal favorite is Stoned and Focused. That's my favorite song on there.
That's dope that you got your own favorite.
Yeah, I always all the songs that I usually like the most. It always like goes under the radar. It always goes under the radar.
So
That's
I guess
always something I never would have.
I guess it's worked out because you were supposed to be here. What was it, like a month ago, right? Or was it?
Yeah.
And then something happened. I was trying to hit you up, and I guess you lost your phone or something happened.
A passenger stole my phone. Cause I work in the airport. And like when you work at the airport, you have to constantly go in and out of the metal detectors. So I was assisting the passenger, and I had to put my stuff in the bucket. And on the other side, I was on the other side of the metal detector while my stuff was on the opposite side. And one of the passengers, I don't think he did it on purpose, because when we looked at the surveillance camera, he wasn't paying attention. He just picked it up and just walked off. But then again, after that, I started thinking maybe he did. Maybe he kind of got that off and snuck and did it. Because when I was calling it, like he kept dubbing the call and it kept going straight to voicemail. And at some point in time, you got to realize you got the wrong phone, because you have to look at the home screen. You know you ain't black. Because it was a white dude that took it. Like, you ain't black with dreads with tattoos. Like, you know that ain't your phone. So I never got that phone back. So.
But it worked out, because now the project dropped, and now here you are.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I wasn't really stressing it. My only concern was I didn't want you to think like I was on some BS.
Yeah, nah,
I don't like working with people, and then they don't say. Communication is my biggest thing. Like, all you have to do is talk to me. Like, if something happens, you can't do something, and we talked about it, like, just let me know. Don't let it rock and not say nothing. Then the day of, I'm calling you, not answering. That was my only thing.
Yeah, I didn't think twice about it, because if someone's like reaching out to me, like you reach out to me, and you reach out to me, you reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking like it's someone like that I reach out to, they're like, yeah, and then they blow it off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You was the very first person I contacted when I got my new phone back. I'm like, I had to let them know that my phone was still there.
But nah, I didn't catch you on it. But the album's dope. I'm waiting for, you're saying you got to drop these visuals now, right?
Yeah, the visuals. The visuals is definitely coming. I haven't done them yet because, you know, life be hitting you. So I wasn't able to do stuff as planned, but it's definitely coming before I drop my next project, because I really want to push this project, because the fact that it's getting streamed as much as it's getting streamed, it's not huge numbers, but the numbers that it's doing for me, like, it's a huge improvement, because just like a couple of years ago when I was on SoundCloud, I could barely get 50 plays the whole project. Like, I was getting like maximum 12 plays per song. Like, nobody was really paying attention, and I was trying so hard. Like, the amount of work you see me putting in now, I was always putting the same amount of work.
Sometimes John just hits.
Yeah, sometimes I guess I started changing up my structure. Like, I started to learn it's more to this business than just putting out music. Like,
it's everything.
You gotta really get these people to like you. But, like, somebody said something that was the realest thing ever to me, that I don't like advice, because people always telling me things and they're not even in my field. So I don't like taking advice from certain people. But the one advice that I took and it stuck with me is somebody told me the key to success in music, you have to make people want to be you. That was the realest shit ever. Sorry. That was the realest thing ever. Like, I thought about it like, yeah, you got to make, because dudes, everybody's favorite rapper, 9 times out of 10, the dude wants to mimic them and be them. So I was like, yo, I gotta start.
Look how you got into music, right? It was because someone inspired you.
Exactly, because to be honest, I wanted to be like Young Thug and Lil Wayne.
Like, that's how it happens. Like, everyone's inspired by, no matter what you do in life, you're inspired by someone. Know what I mean?
Exactly.
Someone like was like, wow, I want to do it like that person.
And I can't believe I left him out. Wiz Khalifa. He was like my main inspiration. Like, he's 70% of where I get my motivation from. And my
how you forget the person that's 70%?
Yo,
I thought you were gonna say like 7%. I was like, okay, that's.
No, it's I listen to him all the time, so it's like in my mind I don't have to say that, but I'm talking to y'all, so like y'all don't know that, but yeah, like. And the crazy thing is, the dude who put me on to Wiz Khalifa was a dude named Khalif. Like, his real name was Khalif. And I found out about Wiz Khalifa around the same time I started doing things that Khalifa do, like smoking and getting tattooed, like exactly around the same time. And that's when I found out about Wiz. And I was like, oh, I like this guy. And it stuck.
So I like to ask everyone that comes on the show, like, what was the moment for you that you realized, like, yeah, I should keep rapping, like, there's a future in this, I have a chance to, you know, take this path, just, you know, being a SoundCloud rapper, or, you know, in a studio, local studio. Did you have like that kind of moment? Like that confirmation is like, yeah, I'm doing something right, I'm on the right path.
I can't say it was a specific moment that made me feel that way, but what I can say is how I feel when I write songs. Like, and then it comes to a point sometimes where I get discouraged. And now that joke must be hilarious.
I know, we on the 4th floor.
I would love to hear it.
we on the 4th floor.
When I write songs, like, I get I ain't gonna lie, I get emotional when I write certain songs. Like, it makes me cry. And that's when I knew it was like, yo, this is a passion. Because everybody likes to throw that word, like, oh, this is my passion. And then if something's really your passion, bro, like, you gonna do whatever it takes to get that passion out there. Like, I know a lot of people who's half-assing this. Like, they think it's just putting songs out and promoting it on Instagram. And, if it catches on, it catches on. Like, no, you have to do way more than that. So it's like, for me, when I write music, I dead ass get emotional. And it's like when I tried to quit like 3 different times. I literally can't do it. Like I came up with my name in my sleep. I've came up with Sci-Fi Drip in my sleep. Like
So you dreaming about this?
I dream about these things. Like,
Why'd you want to quit though? Because you said 3
it gets
times.
discouraging sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like my problem, what it used to be, like last year, I can admit my problem was looking at numbers. I used to get discouraged by looking at other people's views. I talk to Don about this all the time. Like I get discouraged by looking at views on their Instagram posts or views on YouTube, and I look at other people's numbers, and then I look at my shit, and it's like, bro, I have a long way to go. And then on top of that, it be the stupidest, wackest songs. Like I've heard people's songs that's not even mixed and mastered, like, and they got over like 2,000 views, and people was putting fire and I'm like, how? Like, how is this possibly good to y'all? And it's like I'm putting money into making sure my stuff is leveled correctly, artwork is fire. Like, I care about the order of my track list. Like, I put a lot of time into the order of my track list. Like, I put time into every little detail in what I do, and it's like, the views don't matter.
But you don't want to take Instagram views too serious because you know that whole like algorithm.
Exactly.
They might be pumping money to promotion, so it gets more out.
It's people that pay for views.
I'm glad
and stuff
you
like
said
that.
And you know, cause he do, you know, come to me and talk to me about it a lot. And I was just telling him like, bro, just be patient.
Yeah.
Be patient.
I have to learn patience.
And stop comparing.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, like he was just saying, whether he feel like it's whack or it ain't fully mixed and mastered, listen, it's hitting though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I mean, we've all heard music
that's
like,
wow.
wow.
At the same time, and I say this to a lot of people, you don't know what that person did to get to that point.
Get those views,
you don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the 1,000th song they wrote and it hit.
Yeah.
Clap for that man.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Clap for him, because at the end we don't know. We don't know.
I like that.
And it's supposed to look easy too. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to look easy. If you go, you know what I mean, you see us out moving, it's supposed to look like we just do this shit. Like we wake up and do
is
this.
that him saying that?
It's supposed to look that way. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
But at the end of the day, you don't know the
what's behind the
process
scenes
that led up to, you know, that first impression or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I like
you
that.
don't know that.
That's a fact.
People might look at me and say, yo, this motherfucker's set up. Woody. Bro, I got like 2 to 3 jobs like that I work and bust my ass for.
Yeah.
Do what I do. You don't know. You don't know.
That's a
so,
fact.
you know, I just tell them like be patient and just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, just don't like too much value to
stay
Instagram.
positive,
Yeah, now I just
Like J. Cole said it, right? He's like, you know, they got computers out there, people just spinning stuff all day. They got their friends just spinning it. Streams
honestly,
just going up.
now I'm at the point where it's like I don't even. I try not to. I ain't gonna lie, say I don't do it at all. I do it much less now though. Like I don't look at the numbers no more. The only time I look at numbers is when I'm looking at my own numbers. And now I'm not. Instead of comparing myself to other people, I'm comparing where I'm at now to where I used to be. Like now, my streams is up in the thousands, and it's like, to me, like that. Like I told you, I cry when I write songs. I'm really an emotional artist. Like I'm an Aquarius.
Wait, so what song of yours made you cry?
What song made me cry?
Like writing it?
Oh, countless of them.
Oh, countless.
I have some that aren't out yet. Like one that made me cry the most was a song I got called Tainted Hearts, which is on my next project. That song made me bawl tears, like, because I really be writing stuff that I went through, and it's like when you think about where you come from and how hard that time was, like, I've been through some things, bro. Like, I really been through some things, and to think about them sometimes and to know that I was able to survive and get through it, it's like, hey, it takes a champion to do that, because there's a lot of people that go through situations and unfortunately they don't have that willpower and self-love to be able to pick themselves up from that. Some people get swallowed by the despair. I refuse to let that happen to me, because I've been there before, to the point where I wanted to commit suicide, and I told myself I would never get that low again. So it's now music, I've gotten to the point in life where it's like, obviously I want this to blow, I want this to be a career for me, but at the same time, I've come to terms that if it doesn't work out, I'm still going to be satisfied with the fact that I still have my own music out that I can listen to whenever I want to. So it's like,
it's out there.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I can listen to my music all day and not get bored. So at the end of the day, if I'm comfortable with my music and I like it, nigga, if this don't blow up, I'll ride around in my own whip and smoke weed by myself with a female, probably yours, and you know what I mean? And blow down to that.
We were having a nice emotional moment. He's like, let me slip this in real quick.
Probably yours. I mean, even like piggybacking off what he's saying, I'm a strong believer in successful people don't have a plan B.
I'm so glad you
said that. A million ways to work plan A. So with even just what he's saying, like if it don't work, it ain't no if it don't work. It ain't no if it don't work. Because honestly, I'm a strong believer in the law of attraction too. And it's like, dude, you keep putting that energy toward it. You keep working, you know, in the mental, in the physical, in the spiritual. It's gonna happen. When? I can't tell you.
I'm so glad he said that.
Because
everybody that asked me what's your plan B since I was like 15, I've been looking at people dead in their face, and I'm saying, what's my plan B? My plan B is to find another way to make plan A work.
Right.
I feel that. But like, you know, so I gotta wrap this up. I appreciate you guys coming on. Tell them where they can find you. Everything.
Oh, boom. Main source. You can follow me on Instagram at @1 KXNG Prince. Not Prince, like you print out something, like Prince. Prince. Everybody gets that mixed up. How? I do not know. You can follow me on Twitter at King Prince as well. KXNG Prince. YouTube, King Prince. Everything is just King Prince. You feel me? I'm out here. Wonderwrld Adventures. It's the latest album. It is out on YouTube for the broke people who ain't got no bands. You feel me? Spotify, which is free as well. Apple Music. You feel me? I apologize, brother. All right, so not broke people. If you're unfortunate enough to pay for Apple Music, I'm everywhere else as well, except SoundCloud. I'm sorry.
You moved off that?
I moved off.
Well, again, I appreciate you guys coming on. We're gonna play Sci-Fi Drip and then get out of here.
Hey.
So this is the song right here. This is 1 to 10, right? We gotta line this up.
Oh, is it rolling? We rolling?
Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy King Prince. You can follow me on Instagram at 1 KXNG Prince.